Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as the Waynesville Army JROTC Color Guard marches onto the field. The Color Guard commander and carrying the national colors is Cadet Sergeant Major Nathaniel Copeland. Carrying the Tiger Battalion colors is Cadet Master Sergeant Marissa Esquivel. The left guard is Cadet Private First Class Aubrey Essen. And the right guard is Cadet First Sergeant Maximilian Jorgensen. Please remove your headgear and place your right hand over your heart as the Waynesville Tiger Pride Marching Band plays our national anthem. Please remain standing until the colors have left the field. Let's meet the captains for tonight's contest. First, the visiting Parkview Vikings. Number 90, Tyshawn Finley. Number 76, Jared Johnson. Number 2, Anthony Nunda. And 17, Jamil Johnson. And the captains for your Waynesville Tigers. Wearing number 21, Mason Perez. Number 2, Tao Passi. Number 65, Matthew Stump. Number 3, Dylan Richie. And number 8, Bishop Godwin.
Let's go. Hey, come on. Hey, come on, let's go. Hey, let's go. Hello. Hurry up.
The Waynesville Tigers have won the coin toss. They will defer to the second half.
Kick off down there.
Kenzie!
Hey, set the time.
Kenzie!
Tiger fans, are you ready?
Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Waynesville Tiger Football 2023 home opener tonight here for the Tiger Stadium. I'm Mike Rawlings. Along with me tonight, Matt Johnson. Matt, seems like just signed off from basketball a couple weeks ago. Might be a little longer than that, but we're right back out here for sports action here for Waynesville Tigers for the 2023-24 sports season.
Absolutely. We've got it teed up. Mr. Tyrell in out there to call for the Waynesville Tigers.
Well, I tell you, Matt, last time we seen Tyrell in action, he was running a couple of laps at the state track meet very fast.
Yes.
He finished third up at state in the 800-meter run.
Nice kick right there. Bounces at the about 1.5 yard line, kicks up, but just hops up into the end zone right there. Real dangerous right there. Parkview lets that one bounce and then kind of looks at it. That one takes a bounce back into play. They're in trouble right there. But it gets into the end zone. That's going to put Parkview 1st and 10 out here at the 20-yard line. Coach, you talk about being right on the air. We won last week. I know you and I both watched it online last week. Waynesville not quite able to close it out down there at Glendale. And, boy, you look at these Parkview Vikings. They've got a pretty tough road to hoe to start out the season. Facing Lebanon game one out of a box last week, 56-0 for these Parkview Vikings down there last week. So they start off with a little handoff run up the middle, still on his feet as he bends forward. He's going to about all the way to about the 35-yard line. And Coach Rawlings, did you catch a number there?
It looked like 11. And it is, folks, it's very difficult right up here for us. We're looking right into the sun here at Tiger Stadium. I believe, I'm guessing 11.
Okay, well, that's close because I was thinking 31, but.
Well, we got the last number. I'm going to go
We agree with one on the last number, but, Coach, the problem is looking at their roster, I don't see an 11 or a 31.
Well, here's same guy's got the ball this time, right back up the middle.
He's going to be
I
stopped.
think it's 21.
21. So we got the ones right, Coach. It's the first week for us, Coach. We're getting right back in the swing of things right here. That's going to be KZ, or I'm
gonna say Casey.
Katie Hiley, I believe, is running back right there. Nice big run there to open it up, give Parkview a little breathing room. Gets it out to about the 35. Nothing on that second one as the Tigers shut that down right at the line. So gonna bring up, I'm sorry, second 5 here, Coach Rawlings.
They're going right back to Casey.
Casey's gonna have the first down, still moving forward as he pushes down into Tiger territory, just over the 45-yard line, somewhere right about there. Is look the near side. Just looks like they're going to spot, and they're going to put it right there at that 45-yard line of Waynesville. But looking at it, the Parkview opened up with Lebanon, who definitely one of the teams to watch, looking for an Ozark Conference championship this year. Got to come to Waynesville, got to go to Oliver next week. Parkview starts season on the road. That's a tough way to go.
That's a tough way to go, and I'm telling you, when you start the season out with the Lebanon Yellow Jackets, you done something to the schedule makers that they didn't like. That's going to be Casey Hiley again with that run. Talked about last week, and you talked about the Parkview game. Tigers, you said we watched them. We both watched them on TV last week. I really was very impressed with the Tigers' play last week, especially as the game went on. You could just see the Tigers gelling a little bit. Lots in faces. They graduated all the seniors last year for Kyle Barkley's team, and I think it's a process we're going to see over the first few weeks is them gelling as a team. And
so a penalty on that play is going to back it up, and we're going to replay first down. I believe it was a hold there on the play. But as you said, one of the things that stood out to me in that game last week is Glendale goes up, so gets a nice little early lead on Tigers, but the Tigers don't quit. They keep fighting, pull a little closer, pull within one score at halftime, come out of halftime in the third quarter, and promptly tie the game up. And it was that kind of bounce back, keep going attitude that we saw out of the Waynesville last week that makes me very optimistic.
Well, Matt, we talk about the Tigers coming out last week. You've kind of prepared. Bishop Godwin is going to be your quarterback, and you know that at the end of last year. You're building everything around Bishop quarterback. And Bishop hurt. We just talked to him and started some rehab here fairly quickly. Hurt his knee, and what you're seeing right there is. Castro steps in at quarterback. Brian Castro expecting to be Bishop's backup. Now he's running a show, and,
right?
And the Tigers were given only a couple weeks in there to really for Brian, and for the team to get around Brian, and for Brian to get a mindset that he's starting quarterback. It's a different feel. You could see that as the game went on. You could see Brian and Brian being more comfortable as the game went on last week.
Drop snap right there, coming back to quarterback Benjamin Rice. Will run on the playboard, but snap coming back right there. Look like 0. Coach, I don't have a 0 on my roster unless that's an 8. If that could have been Rice. Again, right there, just undoing. Try to get something out of nothing. Right there, it ends up. Yeah, I believe that is Rice. Ends up back over here on this sideline, going to be knocked out. And it's going to bring up 3rd and long right here for the Waynesville Tigers. James lets that one go. Look on the left-hand side. Receiver just falls down right there. James lets that go. Receiver looks like maybe receiver and defender right feet get taken up. The receiver trips and flag on play. I think it was good coverage on the defense right there. Not able to haul in the interception, but it's going to bring up 4th and long. I'd expect to see the Parkview Vikings punt right here.
Nice defense by the Tiger defense backfield there. And again, Matt, folks, we apologize for not some names right now. It's a rare. We are looking directly into the sun for, I'm going to guess, another 10, 15 minutes.
I was going to say 15 minutes, Coach. We're going to be golden, but right now it's a little tough. All right, a little low bouncing punt. It's a roll.
Gets past. Pedrick lets it go, and it's going to roll inside the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
All the way down to the 5-yard line there. So not the longest kick for Parkview right there, but take real nice Viking rolling. So you talked about Castro and the Tiger offense take over right there on their own 5.
Matt, last week we saw very solid running game, dual-headed running game for the Tigers. Michael Kelsey Jr. with 130 yards, Tallahassee with 114 last week for the Tigers.
Well, and we've seen that a lot of times throughout the years that we've seen that double back situation. First handoff right here is going
There's
to go to
Tao.
Tao. Tao spins. He's get forward and pick up first down on a run there. Tao probably about one Parkview Viking away from breaking it. We saw it last week on TV in that third quarter when the Tigers tied it up at 22. Tao Aussie found some open room and a young man that we saw at the state track. And I'm sorry, Glendale did not have anybody can catch Tao in a race.
Parkview doesn't have anybody that's going to catch him out here on this football field if he gets ahead of him. I'm real sure of that. That's direct snap
to Tao, looking for space on the right-hand side, still on his feet, moving forward. He's going to lunge forward across the 20, out to about 22. Going to pick up about 5 yards on the carry, so it'll be second about 5 there. Yeah, that was the first thing I did when I saw Tao this week at school. Once you got in the open, I knew they'd have anybody as fast as you.
Well, I told Tao, I had to talk to Alan Hilliard last night, and I told Alan, I said, I'm just going to tell you, when Tao gets in front of anybody, right now the only guy that I know is going to beat him is also wearing a Waynesville Tiger uniform. So
that's a good problem to have for us. Man comes in motion. Handoff goes to the first man through.
That's going to be Tao Aussie again.
Tao's going to pick up about 6. That should be good first down right there. So that moves the marker out. Coach, looked like about the 24 over there.
That's about right, I believe. No, it's be the 29. Sorry.
Okay. Well, it's real hard. I'm trying not to turn the retinas completely
Well,
out.
I cheated. I looked at the scoreboard.
Oh, that makes that easier. We'll do that. Man in motion comes set. Castro. Oh, snap back.
That's a strike snap to Austin. He makes the handoff.
Going to pick up one, maybe lose one on the play.
That's going to be Rashad Joshua. Another guy, he gets out in front of the Parkview Vikings. I'm not sure anybody will be catching Rashad either.
I'm pretty sure with the name.
Hold it, I'm excited about seeing now. We just rolled off about 3.
I'm pretty sure 3 legs to a pretty salty 4x1 right there. Direct snap back to Tao. On his feet, plow throughout and across the 40-yard line for the first down.
It's going to about a 12-yard run for Tao.
Well, and one thing about Tao, as big and as strong as he is, he's as fast as daylights. But I'm not so sure I want to step in front and take the hit he's going to pop on either.
No, I guarantee I'm not going to do that. And it's time for our
first one of the season, Coach Rawlings.
It's heated back up here in Waynesville, and it's time for our first Mission Water Break. This water break brought to you by the Missouri State High School Activities Association. Missouri State High School Activities Association wants you to stay hydrated. The director here of hydration for the Waynesville School District, Corey Ace, had a talk with Corey today about this. I knew these hydration breaks would be coming along. Corey has an input on this at the state. These schools are going to stop and get these hydrated. Folks, Corey wants you to go bottle of water at home right now before you come back and sit down and watch the rest of the first quarter to be safe. And, Matt, we want to remind the folks at home, if you have any questions about hydration, if you have any questions about water, the history of water, anything to do with water, give Corey Ace a call. Here, Corey's the athletic director at Waynesville High School, and call down to school and ask for Corey. And Corey'd love to talk water with you. I know you had him up talking water history with your class last year.
Well, no, that was 2 years ago that he had the History of Water series. But one thing that we wanted to pass along, Coach Rawlings, is that Corey not only obviously involved with Misha and the district coordinator, but Corey was appointed to this summer the hydration panel for the entire state of Missouri.
We want to congratulate Corey on that great honor. As I've noticed, Matt, he's been wearing a little more blue, and I think that's part of the hydration with the water.
I didn't even put that together.
Yeah, I think some of those were hydration-issued polos that Corey's wearing.
All right, 5-yard penalty on the play right here is going to back it up 5. Or I'm sorry, we're going to move it forward 5, not back it up. We want to keep going that way. 5-yard penalty offsides on Parkview is going to make it first 5 for the Waynesville Tigers. Snap kind of dropped right there, but picked right back up off turf by the Tigers. I believe that was Michael Kelsey. It was Michael Kelsey Jr. on the play right there. Which is a little something we didn't see as much as last week, are all these direct snap plays.
And again, I think some of this, Matt, this is Kyle Barkley putting other pieces of that offense together that may not have been important when Bishop went down. So giving some different looks, and and get the ball into running back's hands different ways.
We've got a flag on the play here. The play as it stands. Well, let's wait and see here. Looks like the penalty is going to go against the Waynesville Tigers. And it's going to be a hold on the Tigers. And it'll back the Tigers up 10 yards. We're going to replay the down here. So that's going to move it all the way back down to the Tiger 36. And let's see here. Let's do a little math, Coach Raleigh. We added 5, we subtracted 10. That's going to make it about 2nd and 15.
Oh, the ball's loose.
Loose ball right there, and immediately on top of it are the Parkview Vikings. Look like breaking through right there. It's going to be number 30. Coach, I am looking. I wish Parkview would give us this roster numerically.
Well, I'm kind of wondering that. I had not, and I even saw it earlier today, and I didn't have a chance to take a look at it.
That's going to be Zarian Black with the cover right there as he was quick into the backfield. That ball tipped, and Black right in position right there. A little quick pass to the outside here. It's complete. Forward, going to go up about 5, maybe 6 yards on the play.
Number 2 there for Parkview.
I believe that's going to be Anthony Nunda.
Going to bring up a 2nd and 4 Parkview Vikings.
So not what we wanted to see right there as this turns around and gives the Vikings position deep in the Tiger territory.
Nice
right
job.
there, what a job by the Tiger defense. First man through, going to be number 34.
Franklin Myers.
Franklin Myers, a young man that had a really good night last week as well. That D-line had a good night across the board at times. Number 54, Santana Horta, caused a lot of havoc in that backfield. There's a couple times that I wasn't sure that Glendale quarterback wanted to drop back and pass again. Quick pass.
Intercepted.
Taken up by the Tigers. Still on his feet as he crosses the 40.
I believe.
50. Down to the 40. Still moving. Franklin. All the way down inside the 20. What a job, Franklin Myers.
Franklin Myers. It hit Franklin right in the numbers, and he was headed the other direction immediately.
Couple tried to arm tackle him as he came through, and he just absolutely blew those up and saw him turn the jets on. Franklin looks like he's trying to catch his breath.
Yes, I think maybe he is. So the Tigers take over offense inside the red zone. Well, that was a quick turn.
Woo, I like it.
20, that is Michael Kelsey Jr., I believe. Yes, direct snap to Michael. Michael in one of those speeds for the Tigers.
So bringing it back to the line. Loss of 1 maybe there on that carry, so it's going to bring up 2nd and battle. Castro. Shotgun set.
Nope, we're going to have an offsides, I believe.
Yep, I think this near end jumped, I believe.
Nice job with the hard count there by Brian Castro. You can tell he walked up. You could just set movement. He picks up an easy 5 yards for the Tigers.
Yeah, I believe number 30, Jaden Knox, was the guilty Viking right there. Just came a little cross, so we'll take 5 easy yards and make it 2nd and 6. Now down inside the 15. That's a big thing right there, Coach Rawlings. Parkview gets that turnover deep in Tiger territory, starting to move just a little bit, and just like that, they don't score, and we're knocking on the door at the other end. Snap back.
Kelsey
still on his feet as he gets down near the 5.
Well, Michael hit as soon as he almost got the ball, was able to turn that into positive yards and a first down.
So it will be 1st and goal here. Ball right at the 5-yard line as Castro brings the play into the huddle. Coach, that sun's almost there.
No.
It's almost there. Snap back to Kelsey once more, looking for a hole.
Oh, just going to be short.
Just shy. I must say he's probably down to about the 2.
That's going to be bring up second and goal from the 2 for the Tigers.
Back to Kelsey once
He's
more,
in
and
the
he's
end zone
in for the touchdown. Waynesville Tigers.
Nice job by the Tigers right there, Matt. Big interception turnover and a return by Franklin Myers sets the Tigers up inside the 20. And Michael Kelsey Jr. just finishes it off to put the Tigers on the board and in the lead for the first time this year.
Tyrell in.
And this is going to be Tyrell's first extra point attempt, I believe.
Coach Rawlings, this is going to be the first extra point attempt I remember for a little while for the Tigers.
It
is not a good spot right there.
No.
Tyrell came forward, did not quite have that ball set for him as I see it slipping before Tyrell got there. He got that left foot planted, and that ball was already slipping down right there. But Tyrell, as we said, we saw him in track.
Tremendous soccer player. He's playing soccer.
I was going to say, probably one of the best on the soccer pitch in the conference. Coming over, spending time kicking. And that was one of the things that stood out to me the other night as well. Even on kickoffs, Tyrell's got that leg to boot it. He's come down inside the end zone.
Well, and it's all new. So it sounds simple. I'm kicking a soccer ball. I just go to football. It's not that simple.
No, I don't think that doesn't sound simple to me. That sounds like that'd be.
But I think a lot of people think it's just kicking a ball. But there's the timing and the things that are different in both sports. And Tyrell coming over as a senior for his time kicking extra points. You know, we've talked about this for years. It seems logical that one of your better soccer players would be a good kicker for your football team. And we've seen it on other schools. They've done the same thing. I think it's great that's where we're at right now. With getting that soccer player, it gives Coach Barkley a whole other pool of people to pick from to get a kicker.
Right, absolutely. So Tyrell's teed up.
And
nice
down inside.
Long down inside the 5. Oh!
That's
loses the handle on it, and he's going to have to return it. Looking for space on that left-hand side and not going anywhere.
I'm going to tell you, Nozo just squared him up, hit him right chest, and he was going nowhere. Nozo Abato right there with a key play.
Well, and it really changes your special teams. It sets you up for plays like that when you have that kicker who can put it high and deep, put it down inside the 5, and let your special teams get down in there and cover. Nice play to trap Parkview back deep in their own territory.
We haven't did a shout-out. I'm going to do me a shout-out.
I was going to say, you better shout.
We better shout that out. Head track coach from Parkview, Jay Miller, joining us here on the TTSN Sports Network tonight.
Oh, Parkview Viking out in space right there across half field. All the way down almost to the 30-yard line right there. That's going to be number 21.
That's going to be Hiley. And right now, if Jay's watching, I'm going to guess that's a guy. He's going to be
now, Coach, you might not want to talk to him. Well, no, don't help him, Coach. He's smart enough on his own. We don't need to help him.
I don't think we're helping at all. I think he probably already had that in his mind. So,
I mean, we love him. Come spring, he always treats us good. We like him, but we don't want to help him in the offseason. So that takes Parkview all the way down just outside the 30. They're going to set it up 1st and 10 right there. Tackle for the Waynesville Tigers.
We've said Franklin's name so much in the first quarter. I can't wait to see him walk in the locker room on Tuesday.
Well, Coach.
It won't be seeing him. It's going to be hearing Franklin.
It's the first one of the season. We're just getting our feet
That's right.
wet.
We're going to fix that. Matt, you know who likes TigerTV Facebook page?
Oh, everybody just loves the page. I'm going to say assistant coach, since we've said Michael Kelsey Jr.'s name. I'm going to go with assistant Waynesville Tiger football coach Michael Kelsey Sr.
Well, we know Michael Kelsey Sr. Yeah, but we're watching this for today. We're going to go with one that kicks off tomorrow. How about head cross-country coach Heather Hahn, who has joined us this year at the high school as a colleague. They kick off their season tomorrow at Jefferson City, leaving bright and early for the first cross-country meet of the season. We're going to kind of use her as our example because right now, as we go throughout the night, we're going to talk about some of our fall sports teams and what's coming up. But we wish them all the luck in the world. Coach Shapanzik, her assistant, got a hold of me this morning. We're getting stuff ready so they can pull out. I believe it's like 5:30 in the morning. Crazy in the morning.
Bright and early. All right, handoff goes. I believe that's Hiley, and he's going to be wrapped up and stopped. He's probably going to lose 2 on the play right there, Coach. Mason Perez on the stop right there for the Tigers. So, Coach, puts them in an interesting spot right here. I think at the 25, if you're Parkview, you probably got to go for this 4th and 3.
And they're going for it. See that Tiger defense step up.
We've got Heil in the background, or in the backfield here. We got a kind of a wishbone set. Handoff goes, and he's not going to get there.
Nice job by the defense.
Handoff goes to Rodney Casper, number 7, and the Tigers right there meet him, immediately yank him down. So Ausler, Caden Ausler, another track name from the spring. Caden Ausler pulls him down right there in the backfield. Going to turn the ball over on downs, and that's good. Castro and the Tiger offense right back there at the 25.
And, folks, the sun is not getting down.
Woo. It's almost there, Coach.
It is.
Direct snap back to Tao.
They've got a flag down behind the play.
I don't like where that flag thrown, Coach.
I don't like where the flag's thrown either. I agree.
That flag thrown where they like to call holding on the Tigers. The way the Tigers are backing up their huddle makes me think that's exactly what it is.
And it is exactly what that is.
So the Tigers are going to back up 10 yards. It'll be 1st and 20. Puts the ball all the way back down at the 15-yard line. Castro comes in, shotgun set, Tao Aussie back behind. Tigers split, 3 receivers out. Looking to the left-hand side, have a receiver, pass complete. Out to about 20. Coach, did you see which Tiger pulled that in?
Braylon Scott there with the catch.
Okay, 88.
And we say it's getting better, and the next play is all the way as far away from us as you can get. You got to love it.
Well, you got more of it than I got because he caught that pass, immediately had some Parkview Vikings on him, spinning forward to pick up a few yards. Direct snap back to Tao Aussie that time.
Fakes that handoff and keeps it. And we got a flag down. That's going to be a face mask.
Face mask right there. Now, be interesting to see which version we get here. Is this the 5 or the 15?
Personal foul. It's going to be the 15, I believe. You don't see a lot of them. That outside when they're making a tackle is almost always going to be at 15. Pat, I was going to mention a while ago. We got our viewers, some of our viewers kind of trained. We got all kinds of people checking in from all over.
All
over.
Yes, the sports map. I mean, Coach, I do not have our feed right here to be getting these yet. Falling down on the job. Snap back, Castro.
That's going to be Joshua. Joshua.
Joshua's still on his feet.
Got another flag down. Nice run there by Rashad Joshua. Rashad last week with a touchdown reception from Brian Castro. Matt, want to send out a big hi and well wishes. Trainer Nikki's watching us out there on the TTSN Sports Network. Her ears must have been burning. We was talking about her today at school.
As you said, looking down through the check-ins, Jonathan Dump checking in down in Lebanon once more. All checked in pretty much every game last season with us here. Former Tiger himself.
Trey Brown checked in with us.
Jonathan, I believe, little brother out here playing tonight on the field, making big brother proud.
We've got Richmond Hill, Georgia checked in. Keep on going back up here. Robbins Air Force Base is checked in. We got Pinkerton, Ohio, of course, is checked in.
If it's Pinkerton, Ohio, I'm going to say.
That ball's on the ground. It looks like, yeah.
Yep.
Tigers.
Kelsey. Oh, and that's going to be a personal foul on Parkview right there. His own teammates grab him, push him towards the sideline right there.
That's an interesting reaction by Parkview right there. That's going to be 15 yards and a first down. I didn't see exactly what happened.
Just a bad reaction. A nice play to bring the Tiger down, and as he brings him down, the defender there for Parkview, two-hand shoves the helmet into the ground. Just not necessary. And the Tiger's head was already on the ground. Like, I don't know what you accomplished right there, but his own teammates immediately grab him and shove him off the field.
That was something you don't see very often.
They knew it was a poor decision right there, and they're getting him out of there before anything else could come of it. As it looks like Joshua on this near side, spinning, still moving forward. He's going to go across the 50-yard line, pick up about 5 on the play right there for Todd.
Well, we got Monticello, Arkansas checked in. I don't know if we're going to have to count it because it's in Arkansas, but it's Miss Angie Pills that's checking in from Monticello, Arkansas.
Ooh, Coach Rawlings, we can take the glasses off. Sun's down enough, I think I can start to see again. So it's going to be second about 5 here from 47-yard line, Waynesville Tigers. Direct snap back. I believe that's Kelsey Jr. going to take that one forward. Going to be real close, but just shy, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 1. Down inside the 45-yard line, so the Tigers quickly rack on the ball here.
Ooh, Michael's going to be just short. We just went outside the Continental 48.
Oh, I love it when we get to break out the international map, Coach Rawlings. And I don't know that we have ever had this country.
I don't know that we have either.
I mean, it would make sense because the United States military does have a base there, but I don't think we have ever had a check-in.
I think this is a first.
Guantanamo Bay, Cuba.
And yes, Mike, we are going to count that Arkansas check-in.
I love it when we get to break out the international map, but Taylor Olson brings a whole new level with Guantanamo Bay.
Yes, yes. We're going to have 4th down and 1, 8:17 left here in the second quarter. San Antonio, Texas. You're going to need more paper over there.
Well, I am. We've moved booths this year. It's throwing me off just a little bit, but we're going to be okay.
Oh, the ball's on the ground, and the Tigers are not going to get the first down.
Michael Kelsey trying to scoop that one and go, and it just did not work.
He needed to get that good bounce, and that ball didn't give him that good bounce. So Parkview will take over 8:14, second quarter.
So we're going to see that Tiger defense stiffen up once more. Tigers have done a really nice job. Parkview's pushed that ball deep into Tiger territory twice to come away with nothing. Tigers going to need it against once more. High right there on the off. He's going to be stopped before he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Going to drop him right. Going to first contact right about the 45-yard line is probably forward progress right there. Oh, they're going to get no. There's no way he made it back across that line of scrimmage. They're going to push. They're going to say that's a no gain play. That's a loss of 1. Quick pass back. Looking for High over here on the near side. On his feet. Going to bring it across half field.
Going to be short about 3 yards there.
Yeah, pick up about 7 on the play right there. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3 down here.
Seattle, Washington, man. Checking in. Michael Howard.
Ooh, I did not see that, Coach Rawlings. There is a penalty flag down right there.
I did not see the flag either. Oh, it's going the wrong direction.
I don't like it when they go that way.
Hold on to your hat. Ecuador is just checked in.
Hey, Coach Rawlings, I love all of the millions and millions, of course. But when we get to break out the international map multiple times a night, this is what fires me up.
Oh, it does. Oh, and James Carson, you knew
knew
Jim
it was
was going
coming
to
at
check
some
in.
point.
South Carolina's checking in.
There's certain names that we know will check in with us all the time, and you can count on South Carolina. Just like I'm waiting on Wyoming to check in.
Oh, nice.
Woo! Tigers in the backfield.
Number 21 of the Tigers, Mason Perez, grabs hold of a jersey and does not give at all. Now, Jim Carson, I am assuming Jim might have checked in just a little. His ears were burning this week because I was about Jim this week. Jim, it was all good stuff. Don't think that it wasn't.
So that's going to bring up 2nd and about 16 here. Pass to the outside, immediately dropped. That's going to be number 3 for the Tigers, Dalen Registe. Dalen had some real nice plays last week as well. I saw him in the library middle of the week and was able to compliment him. And right there, the Parkview gets that pass complete, and Dalen immediately wraps up, and that Parkview going nowhere right there. So a loss
we're
on the
at 3rd
play.
23.
Tiger defense doing a nice job of keeping this ball going the other direction on defense. KC Mo checking in. Quarterback drops back, looking downfield on this near side, tipped.
It's going to be incomplete. Tigers all have had that all surrounded. So it's going to bring up 4th and 23. Don't see the punt team.
Number 18, Thomas Reynolds, I believe the nearest Tiger right there, made a nice lunging effort for it, but not able to pull that one down here. So you see right there, makes that dive. Can't quite stretch it, but tries his best. Oh, Coach, here's a name that we called many a time, Mr. E.J. Holloway checking in with us tonight.
Low punt going to take a hop, roll into the end zone. Woo. So the Tigers will take over 5:26. Left here in the second quarter. Tigers up 6-0, Matt. And it's time for another Mission Water break right here. Folks, if you finished off that bottle of water you got the first time with that break, you're going to want to go back and get you another bottle of water. Keep yourself hydrated. That's all coming from Corey Ace. Corey Ace, nobody I know, nobody I've ever met has the water knowledge Corey Ace had. It's just, Matt, you've been around and listened, and he's passionate about water.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely the most passionate man about water I've ever seen.
Well, he tells me things about water. Now, obviously, we learned a lot from him about water over the years. He imparts the nuggets that you never knew.
Oh, it's incredible, folks.
The act of hydration starts 36 hours before. And the idea that you don't want to be dehydrated, but that means, Rawlings, if you think you're going to mow the yard, I don't know, Sunday afternoon, you got to start pretty much night.
Coach Pills has to be drinking water at every moment he's awake.
Yes, he does.
DJ got you, bud.
Oh, low snap.
Low snap. A ball still loose. Gets on top of it.
I think Castro gets a hold of it, but it's going to be a big loss right there for the Tigers, but not as big as it could have been.
Yeah. Castro stays with it, gets on top of it. That's going to make it, 2nd and about 21. But you're exactly right, Matt. That could have turned out a lot worse.
Coach, a couple check-ins from down in Atlanta, including Miss Burley Blash down in Atlanta checking in, watching tonight. Coach Hahn's ears must have been burning a little while ago when we were talking about her because she's checking in. Snap back, Tao Aussie.
Oh,
Looking
Tao
for
breaks
space.
it. He's got some room.
Can he get past?
He
can
does.
on his feet.
Get a
30,
block.
40, 50, down inside Parkview territory, about the 45-yard line right there.
About a 40-yard run.
Oh, I didn't know what I thought you were pointing at a penalty flag, Coach.
No, I'm counting. I'm counting.
You're counting, and I'm going, there's no flag down back there, Coach.
No. There was no flag. Nice job there by Tao. Also, nice job, Rashad Joshua in front of him blocking.
Right. Big
Tao,
block right there.
Helped Tao pick up another 10, 15 yards. And we're gonna get a motion penalty here.
Yeah, I don't think we were on the same page right there on the snap count. Nobody in that backfield expected that ball to come back right there.
So that'll move the ball back 5. The Tigers move back to the 49.
So that'll be 1st and 15 right there. 4:22 left to play here in the first half. Tigers holding 2 timeouts remain. Would definitely love to see us get down here, get downfield, and punch another one in, headed into halftime. Direct snap back to Tao once more. Directing traffic right there as he crosses the 45-yard line.
We'll put about 8 there for Tao. Nice crowd tonight at your stadium, the home opener.
Absolutely. Started the evening with the AP awards as the students that scored a 3 or higher collecting their money. Blown play right there.
But Tao the ball back. He's going to be dropped for about a 12-yard loss.
It's going to be 3rd and real long for the Tigers here, Coach. 3rd and about 20. Coach, I see the Waynesville Tiger marching band stirring over there just a little bit.
Catter's going to be flip out to Kelsey.
Kelsey's going to get it back across midfield and get it into Parkview territory, but it's going to be probably 4th and 13.
Kelsey going to pick up about
We'll say 7 yards on the play.
We're going to get a timeout from the Parkview Vikings right now. Stop that clock at 2:42. They're expecting to get the ball back and want to leave as much time on that clock as they can.
Just the first time out there for Parkview, so they still have 2 in their pocket. Tigers have 2 in their pocket. Be interesting to see the play call here, Coach. You're just over into Parkview territory. Your defense has been able to really stiffen up and not yield to Parkview. I think that Coach Kyle Barkley's at least seriously considering giving the offense the chance right here.
Well, you're in a position. Well, I don't know. I don't know what's going on down there in that huddle right now.
Oh, I don't know either. I'm just speculating that the defense has played outstanding tonight. You got to think that at least makes you want to think about it.
I will tell you this. Coach Barkley coming out of that huddle was not a happy man at that point.
We've seen this set for Tigers last year as well, that even if we're going to punt it, we're going to come in this formation. We'll see if we drop back to kick it or if we're going to go for it here.
And we're going to
looks like Castro is going to drop back in punt formation. And the Tigers are going to kick it. Fair catch signal called for down inside the 20, down to about the 16-yard line. So with 2:35, the ball's going to go over to the Parkview Vikings. They're going to take over there 1st and 10.
Matt, you got to think about what's going on the other side of the field, because you haven't thrown the ball real successful up to this point.
No.
And are you going to do that and risk another turnover?
Well, and I think they should, but I'm a Waynesville Tiger because I think if they put that ball in the air, we got a lot better odds of catching it, or is equal odds. We'll swing pass to the outside right there. On his feet, getting out near 1st down territory, right about the 25-yard line, and that may be where Parkview goes with it.
Flag out there on the play.
Is that Aiden Most on the stop out there?
Isaiah Hampton on the catch for Parkview.
And we've seen Parkview little swing pass right there as Dalen stopped the last one. They haven't gone for good yardage to the outside on the evening for Parkview, but those are pretty safe passes in this scheme.
And so we are going to mark off the penalty here. Is it a hold? I believe it is a hold on Parkview.
So that's going to drop him back even further right here. And now do the Tigers pin their ears
Well,
back
maybe it
and
wasn't a
come
hold
after?
because it only went back 5 yards.
Well, no, they're 6 yards back, but I think it's 10 yards from the spot.
Okay, got you.
Pressure
Some
coming from the
pressure.
backside. Woo! 2 Tigers coming quick right there.
Chris Scott, the pressure from the backside for the Tigers.
Chris was coming in a hurry right there. Parkview has to get rid of that one. Skips it into the receiver.
2nd and 15. 2:10 left here in the first half.
Throws one up high.
And long,
Incomplete a play right there.
nice defense there by the Tigers. Over on the,
Intended target's going to be number 17, Jameel Johnson. That's going to be Aiden Mott over there on defense. Coach, that brings up 3rd and 15 here. Clock stops at 2:12 on the complete pass. You got to start to think Tigers
with 2 timeouts.
Tigers with 2 timeouts. You stop them right here, you've got Parkview pinned deep. This time Parkview looks like they're going to run it, and they're going to be knocked out of bounds. Gain may pick up 6-7 on that play right, but they're going to be way short of the first down.
And went out of bounds is the clock.
Yeah, it stops the clock at 2:07, so it's going to be 4th and 6. Ball sits right at the 20-yard line, so you got to think Parkview's punting right here. You give the Tigers ball back. We're going to the 2-minute warning plus 2 timeouts right here. And Coach is that Aiden Most on the far side, back deep, and who is this? Kelsey on the near side? I can't see.
I don't believe it's Kelsey, but I can't.
Or that looks like Johnny Hedrick.
That is Johnny.
Aiden Most is going to field right at midfield, 50. 45 still chugs way forward, going to be knocked out of bounds just as he crosses the 45-yard line. So the Tiger offense going to take it 1st and 10 right there. So starting in Parkview Viking territory here, Coach Rollins, you got
2 minutes and 2 timeouts.
2 minutes and 2 timeouts.
It's an eternity right now.
Absolutely. In
if
high
you're
school,
Parkview, it's an eternity. I'll tell you that.
in high school, the clock's going to stop on first downs. You get out of bounds, obviously the clock's going to stop. Incomplete pass. So you got lots of time right here for Waynesville. And, Coach, I believe we're going to get our Wyoming check-in as I see a familiar name pop up on the feed.
I believe you are correct.
I knew we were going to do it. He wouldn't let down.
Cast back to pass. He let fly. And
Complete.
oh, my goodness. Oh,
Woo!
my goodness. Through the hands of the Parkview defender.
Rashad Joshua.
Wow.
25-yard play right there.
That was a range of emotions. I did not think that's how that was going to go.
Are you saying that's not how that play's drawn up?
Woo! I'm going to guess there's a little one component of that is not the same.
Joshua comes down with it, so that puts it all the way down at the 25-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Direct snap this time back to Tao Aussie on his feet across the 20. Inside the 10, down.
About the 8-yard line, maybe?
Oh, I'm going to say the 6.5. Maybe you're right. My heart's wanting it closer. But either way, shut.
First and goal from the 8. Now, time is irrelevant.
Direct snap back. Towel bringing it out. He's go right on in. A touch. It's going to be a touchdown. Waynesville Tigers.
Tawas, an 8-yard run. Get that second touchdown for the Tigers tonight. 12-0 right now. Favor the Tigers with the extra point coming up.
Woo. Coach, we've got Tigers and former Tigers checking here. Mr. Darnez Stokes checking in from up there in St. Louis. Miss Jennifer Munoz checking in from Columbia Mo.
Tigers are going to go 2 this time. Bossy again.
Tao plows forward,
And he
he's
gets
in.
in.
Boy, I knew that one was going to be a little close
was.
where the ball is, but that near side just put those arms up quick. So I like that. That's going to put the Tigers on top, Coach Rawlings. 14-0 with 1:22 left to play here in the first half.
Nice job by the Tigers. We talked about, you mentioned that with about 4 minutes to go. Get a touchdown on it before halftime. It is really big for the Tigers.
Well, the Tigers have controlled this game really on both sides of the ball, but when it's a single-score game, it always just feels a little close. Even if the game hasn't played that close, you get that second touchdown in there.
Well, a single-score game, ball takes a wrong hop, and the next thing you know, you're tied up. And you're always uneasy at that point.
All right, it looks like Tyrell Finn teeing it up for the Tigers. Tyrell, nice high, deep kick. Going to be fielded right about the 5-yard line. Parkview gets it out, across the 20, 25, runs into traffic right there. Still on his feet.
Yeah, referees let him fight a long time on his feet.
I believe that's going to be Anthony Nunda right there on the return number 2, but I'm like you. Once he gets popped right there, stood up, I think you got to blow that whistle. We don't want to see anybody get hurt out here.
Big load. Mr. Brian Schaffner joining us here on the TTSN Sports
Oh,
Network.
there we go, Brian Schaffner. Now it feels like a real TTSN sports broadcast.
Feels like the season has now started for sure.
Dylan Henderson, Coach, we're going to be able to add another state back here on the map, checking in from out in Utah.
That Tiger defense tackles highly all the way back.
Is that Perez?
Yeah, it'll be a quick timeout by the Tigers here.
Yeah, loss of 8 right there as well. Perez one of a host of Tigers in there. So they drop him for a big loss right there. Stop the clock at 54 seconds. Second and 10 here for Parkview. I'm sorry, second and 20 here for Parkview.
Tigers going to use those timeouts here and make Parkview handle the ball a couple more times at least.
And looks like we'll take a little drink.
Well, we're on timeout right now.
Well, right, but you still got to hydrate. Listen, if you call a timeout and you don't hydrate. Do you,
Irate.
What you want to talk about irate? Corey Ace would be irate if you hydrate.
I think there's a T-shirt right there.
Come to think about it, I think we've got some possibilities.
I bet we could sell a few hundred of those. An irate Corey Ace with an empty water bottle.
Oh, or like a happy Corey Ace on the front with a water bottle, and then where it says like hydrate on the front, and an angry empty bottle on the back where Corey Ace is irate.
I like it. Can we do an orange back instead of that H2O blue?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure we might have to put a little blue square or a little blue drop or something on the shirt, but it's going to be primarily orange and black.
Well, the monogrammed H2O inside the state of Missouri.
Quick, dangerous pass to the outside right there.
Now, Matt, that's going to stop the clock and leave the Tigers not having to use their timeout here.
And for number 3, I believe that's going to be Eric McGinnis out there was the intended receiver, has to reach back to even try and get a hand on it. One of those dangerous passes that McGinnis gets a hand on that one, but if he tips it up, the only person look like they're going to have a shot at that one would be the Waynesville defender, and it's not a very far run for him if he gets his hands on it.
Got us a Texas check in there from John Foster.
Oh, another one on the map. Oh, wait, that's the dub. Okay, we had Texas. We'll always take another.
We will.
But we did San Antonio early.
Tigers with a
big drop for a loss right there.
Tigers are going to use their final timeout. It's going to be 4th Ooh, in about 21 or 22.
It's fourth and a long ways, Crawley. So I'm going to say fourth and 23.
Going to force Parkview to punt the ball to the Tigers.
And Coach, what a pat on the back right now to that Waynesville Tiger defense all night long. They have been eating the lunch of this Parkview offense. We've seen them down here and inside the red zone have to stiffen their neck and stop Parkview from scoring. And since then, Coach Rollins, I'm not sure Parkview has positive net yards since that first drive.
I would say there'd be positive overall just because of that first drive, but I would say you are correct. Real quick shout out. Newest member of the Waynesville High School PE staff, Coach Edwards, is watching with us tonight.
Kick fielded at the 40.
With momentum.
That's going to be Aiden Moss going forward down inside the 35, about 33-yard line. He's going to be stopped right there. So Tigers going to take it over first 10, 33-yard line, 32 seconds left on the clock here before halftime.
The Tigers out of timeouts, but as you said, first down's going to stop the clock. Watch the Tigers probably working a little bit sideline here too. See if they can put more points on the board here.
All right, Castro in the backfield. I believe that's Kelsey Jr. behind him. Step to block. Castro's going to long pass go into the end zone.
Incomplete.
I believe that was Joshua, the intended target right there. So he's going to scamper back. Coach, we mentioned earlier Pickerington, Ohio, which I figured had to be last year one of the 3 finalists for TTSN Sports Fan of the Year, Mr. Adam Judd. One of those big 3 finalists, Coach. He's getting right back on the train there early.
And our TTSN Sports Fan of the Year, he checked in with us earlier, Dennis Rodgers.
Castro.
We're going to have a flag down on the field back here behind the play.
That's one of those that I don't where that flag is, Coach Rollins. I know what that flag means, and I don't like it.
That flag would have been a lot harder to swallow
if Josh Wade caught that pass. And it is offensive holding, so it's going to back up 10 yards. Coach, are there 2 separate penalties on the play here? We've got the flag here, but then we've got a second flag over.
I guess that's what they're discussing right now.
I thought I saw a signal for illegal man downfield.
Holding. The holding's
going to be declined. So an illegal forward pass. So Castro must have been across the line of scrimmage there when he let them go.
So it's going to be 3rd down and a 15. 19 seconds left here in the half.
Ball sits right about the 37-yard line, 38-yard line of the Waynesville Tigers. 19 seconds left on the clock here. Castro's going to drop back once more. Lets this heave go. He's got a receiver.
Oh,
just a little out on that play right there.
Brandon Howard.
Well, there's your 4th leg for the relay team.
I was going to say, there we go. There's I believe that was number 22, Matt.
No, I
was
believe
it, or was it Brandon? I was Brandon's coming off the field now.
I think 22 was our intended target right there. Brandon did come off the field. Brandon's 2.
Yeah, I seen Brandon. So 4th and 15.
And we've got a flag to stop it.
Delay a game on the Tigers.
So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty, and we will replay 4th down here. As there's 13 seconds on the clock.
It's 4th and 20. I think Tigers going to punt this ball.
Yeah.
Parkview, no one. Oh, bad snap. We've got
flag
flags everywhere.
Flying.
4 seconds left here in the half. We're going to have a personal foul, face mask on Parkview. So we got 4 seconds. This is going to be a first down. They moved the ball all the way down inside the 30. No, it's 4th down.
You're going to replay. It's not for a first down, so you're going to have to replay it. But now you're going to go
well, now
for
the
it.
clock's running. I don't believe that the clock was supposed to be running there, Matt.
No, it shouldn't. On the penalty, I would think would have stopped the clock. Coach Barkley, I think, saying the same thing, but maybe slightly more animated than we are.
Parkview's going to call timeout. There's just way too much going on right here. Parkview said, you know what? 4 seconds. I'm going to call timeout. We're going to talk about all the possibilities the Waynesville Tigers might throw at us right here with 4 seconds left. Because we went from punting. We're going to do something and try to score here.
Oh, I guarantee you we're going to try and score here. And we Castro, even earlier before the penalty had backed the Tigers up, Castro's got the arm to get that ball down inside the end zone, obviously.
Well, he definitely does, because he's closer right now than he was.
And he's put a couple balls 30, 40 yards in the air already, so I know we've the arm to do that here. 4 seconds barring the penalty. This should probably be our last play, but we will see. Boy, I'd like to see Tigers score another touchdown right here, Coach
Well,
Rollins.
I'm a little surprised right here. I would have thought Parkview would have dropped some guys back a little bit, and they haven't really done that.
Well, they're backing off little on that far side, but
anything but the ends for Parkview's a win.
Ball's going up.
And it's gonna.
I think the receiver turned the wrong direction right there because boy.
Well, I think the ball was on the outside of the receiver. But either way it goes, it's 14-0 here going to halftime here at the home opener for the Tigers this year. And folks, we want you to sit back and enjoy the Tiger marching band. We got to enjoy them at first hour today as they march the halls for the football game tonight under the direction of Jared Sabatalo. We will be right back here for more football action in about 20 minutes.
For your halftime entertainment, please join me in welcoming the Waynesville Tiger Pride Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Jared Sabatalo, with assistance from Nathan Gargis, Andy Tiefenbrun, Jansen Min, and Bailey Poncia. From the tonight's performance, the band will play the first movement from their 2023 halftime show. The show is titled Stage. The show consists of original music by John Bannon. The individuality and reverence of stained glass is undeniable. Creative usage of Thomas Tallis' 16th century two-door song theme is featured throughout. Throughout the season, the band will be learning drill and choreography to reflect the show's theme. The band will also participate in 3 marching competitions this fall. Their first will be October 7th. We wish them all the best. Drum majors Cassandra Plummer and Olivia Seibert. Is your band ready? Please join me in welcoming the Waynesville Pride Marching Band. Playing the first movement from the 2023 halftime show, Stage. also named Vargas, Chance Inman, and Andrew Tiefenbrun. The color guards are under the direction of Haley Poncia. Now direct your attention to the track and honor our cheerleaders for their work and dedication to the program as they perform tonight. Our cheerleaders are coached by Justice Miller, Miranda Shirley, and Kennedy Beecham. Let's give a big round of applause to our cheer team. Great job, ladies. And again, a big thank you to our Booster Club businesses and individual sponsors. Carl and Shelly Imparato, Lowe Chevrolet, Secret Oil St. Robert, Christian 14, Carmack EXP Realty, Tax Pros, and more. Some love to our chain gang tonight. I want to thank John, the replacement Black, Alan, the guy Hilliard, Andrew, the son Chavez, and Craig, the crazy train Chavez.
doing this. I did not leave them in there. No one's throwing them on ice.
We thought you left them.
Yeah, we thought you like placed them somewhere and forgot them.
Bro. You were making them look like
Xavier! Sparkle boy! Some sparkles. Let's go, gang. Lock. Woo! Lock in, water boys. And girl. And girl. Water boys and girl. And girls. Hey, Xavier! Hey, Thomas! That's standing right there. My mother is. Oh, this will fit real quick. Why are you calling him out? Because we know him. Yeah, but he's in our culinary class.
I don't see anyone I know. I mean, I could probably text someone and see if they're at the game and just yell at them.
She said she was in the parking lot. I was like, what? Why are you in the parking lot? How'd you remember the nuns? Literally floating. Yes, he's floating in the air. Dude, Ava was trying to give me a chip, a nacho, Snicker, and my teammates caught blocking my ass.
The cheerleaders.
I wouldn't be playing. Wait.
It's like,
Bishop, okay? What? No, he's like... Oh my gosh. Yeah, I see. I'll try to say good job.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tiger Stadium for the second half here of the home opener 2023. The Waynesville Tigers up on the Parkview Vikings 14-0. Matt, outside of a Parkview's first drive, the Tigers totally dominated this first half of play.
Absolutely, and I don't have the numbers in front of me on yardage, but I don't know that the Parkview Vikings are net positive after the losses, multiple drives. The Tiger defense has been outstanding all night long. We've seen Flynn Meyer pick off that pass and take it all the way back down, put the Tigers in great position down here on the offensive end. We've seen them sack the quarterback. We've seen them drop the running back in the backfield for multiple yard losses. just outstanding job by the defense, and this Tiger offense just keeps it clipping. Kind of the game that we were hoping we would see coming in tonight, and in the game that we have seen. So just a lot of positives on both sides of the ball here for the Waynesville Tigers. Don't want to let down coming into the second half. Want to come right back out with that same spark, finish this game. But nice job here by the first half from the Waynesville Tigers.
You'll be kicking off. Tigers will take over on offense to start this. Short little kick. Tigers do a great job of just falling on top of that, taking over. Got to believe one of the things that Coach Barkley and his staff talked about in at halftime was taking care of that ball, especially getting the offense initiated. Balls hit the ground quite a few times. Tigers have been very lucky to get back on top of it.
Well, and you got to think that, like we said, coming out, the Tigers had to change some stuff. Not having Bishop going out there as we're down here and can see Bishop out there on the field cheering the team on right now. But not having him in there, we've had to make some adjustments. And I think what we've seen tonight is this little mix-up of the direct snap. Just maybe not quite fluid right now on those different snaps, the different people. But look for the Tigers to dial that in as Tigers going to Rashad Joshua right there on first down, going to take it forward for about 10 yards on that carry.
Use Tallahassee there at decoy, bring him out in motion.
They're going to say Joshua's just half a yard short right there. So it's going to be second and inches here for the Tigers. Getting a check in Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
Drake snap to Tao this time.
Tao on his feet, going to dive forward and pick up the first down.
Yeah, they're going to give that first look. Tao slipped just a little bit of trying to cut outside. There was a lot of green AstroTurf out to that side if he gets there.
So that's going to spot it up right at the 45-yard line of the Waynesville Tigers. So first and 10 there. So we're just about 11 minutes to play here in this third quarter. Another check-in from down in Texas. I thought Tigers spreading it out real quick, but going to move back in. One receiver wide out on the left, Tallahassee.
Tao
looking
direct
for
handoff
space, but eating up quick right there. That's going to be big number 90 getting in the backfield in a hurry right there for the Park Vikings.
It's going to be about second and 14 for the Tigers.
Coach, I was looking for a name that play, but I am not seeing the number 90 on their roster. There it is. It's going to be, Tayshawn Finley.
Does make it a little difficult there when Parkview sends us that info like that. Ball hits the turf again. Tao's able to pick this one up. Gets to the outside.
Positive yardage as he comes across midfield. He's going to get it down. He's going to be near the first down marker. I think he's going to be just short.
Well, I tell you, Matt, if that ball takes a bad hop there on Tao, he's in trouble. Tao's able to stay with it. It could have turned disaster into about a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to say he stepped out of bounds with about 2 to go, so we're going to say third and long 2 right here. Handoff's going to go to Kelsey Jr. He's got first down, still on his feet as Isle moves forward down across the 4-yard line.
First down for the Tigers.
Castro brings the pin from Coach Barkley over on the sideline. A little reverse give and go with Joshua on his feet, cuts it upfield. He's going to be down about 32-yard line, looks like.
I think about 7 there for Rashad.
A little misdirection on that one, a little handoff to counter back.
I like that Joshua coming in. He's coming across on a lot of plays. You never know if he's going to get the ball or not on defense. And when he gets it, he's in full stride coming that far out.
And quick flag right here.
Looks like we're going to have offsides on Parkview. They must have lined up offsides.
Yeah, I did not see any movement, but like you said, it's probably a situation where they were just lined up in the neutral zone. If it's foul on them, that's be a first down for us.
Tigers will take them any way they can get a 1st and 10. Inside the Parkview 27-yard line.
Pushes the ball all the way down to about the 7, so they're just going to set up 1st and 10 at the 27.
Joshua again, now he cuts that one up the middle. Picks up about 6-7 yards.
Tigers giving a lot of varied looks right here off this offensive set. We've seen the little toss sweeps. We've seen this little action. We've seen Joshua come across that time. Real sharp cut up the middle. Scampers forward right there, 6-7 yards a clip. You got to think Tigers would be happy to pick up 6 yards of play all night long.
Well, and Rashad's just a different type of runner than Talon and Michael.
This one will be Kelsey looking for room. He's got
flag down behind the play, Matt.
Yep, I saw it.
And it's going to be a hold on the Tigers. Be a bring up a 2nd and 14, 2nd and 15.
Yep. So 2nd and 15 on the hold right there.
We're going to get an offside.
We're going to get 5 of it back.
I'm telling you, I'd love to be down there close enough to hear. That's the second time I think you give those 5 yards to Ryan Castro.
But and it's not like he pulled one that time. The whole defensive line was coming across that time.
Tiger offensive line stays still. And I think Castro barks out something, and there, here they come. And
Tigers bringing man in motion. Kelsey Jr. going to take it.
there's another flag down. Back in the area holding, and that's.
And it is. It's going to be holding on the Tigers, so that's going to back us up once more.
Just at the 7-minute mark here in the third quarter. Tigers eating up puck and eating up yards.
Absolutely. But Tigers been in firm control of this game and keep that clock running. But, Coach, I'm not sure we've had many a fan leave as the stands are still absolutely packed right now.
Well, it's a gorgeous night here in Waynesville.
Gorgeous night, great food. You've got JROTC down behind us cooking up hamburgers and hot dogs. You've Beta Club, Mrs. Dawn Wilking over there. Coach Wilking smoked some pulled pork. They've got great food down here.
Oh, nice play right there. Castro turns around, fakes the handoff. Everything just kind of stops for a second. Hands back the other direction to Kelsey, and he just pops through that hole.
Dinner's so good. At time, I've got Landon up here with us in the booth tonight. Sent Landon down for another plate of nachos down there.
I think they call him bull nacho down there.
Coach Wilking said that he had smoked that pulled pork for 9 hours today. And it was fantastic.
Kelsey around that right side. Another
late
flag
penalty flag comes there.
Well, Matt, I'm going to tell you, when you get retired, you got plenty of time to smoke meat for 9 hours during the day.
I guess.
Fort Bragg, Carolina, checking in.
I don't know. No, I don't know. I thought we had Fort Bragg, and then I looked down my list here. I think we did, so that's another one to the list right there. And it looks like Nelson Morgan's joining us right now. If he'll give us a shout-out to confirm location, I think we can put the state of Tennessee on that back here.
To confirm location. I don't know where Nelson's at.
Well, you never know. Maybe he's traveling.
Well, he could.
He could be someplace exotic. We could have to get the international map out.
Misdirection. They caught him this time in backfield. I'll tell you something, Matt. If Nelson Morgan was traveling somewhere exotic, he'd still check in and watch Tiger football.
Well, I know. I'm just saying that I think we're going to get Tennessee, but maybe Nelson's walking from somewhere exotic, so we could get another country instead of Tennessee.
How come I feel like Nelson is thinking about putting something exotic into the comments? It's time for another hydration break here, brought to you by the Missouri State High School Activity Association and Waynesville Athletic Director Corey Ace. Once again, you have any questions about hydration, you have any questions about water, the history of the water, call Corey Ace down here at the Athletic Director's office. Corey would love to tell you about water. And what Corey wants us to mention, if you have an empty water bottle, get up right now, go get yourself water before you finish watching this Tiger football game. No exotic from Nelson.
No exotic, but we are gonna put Smyrna, Tennessee on the map back here behind us. But you never know. And see, you made me start to wonder, but I believe in the character of Mr. Nelson Moore. He's going to be honest. He's not going to mess with us. He's not going to put some false location on there.
I believe that. And Matt, Marie Freeman checks in from Arkansas. I feel like a good population of our Waynesville folks are down in Arkansas ready for the 3-day weekend.
A little contingent down there.
Fourth and 17 for the Tigers. Ball on the 4-yard line.
Castro drops back, looking down the right field, the right-hand side. We've got a receiver down there, but nice coverage right there. Credit number 26 right there for the Parkview Vikings to break that one up. He times that well, gets up and puts that hand on it just to knock that pass down. As the Tigers really close, that's going to be
Reggie Lavelle.
Reggie Lavelle or Laville. Reggie Lavelle. Let's go, Bell.
Do you have G
Laville?
in that?
I'm going to say that's pronounced Reggie.
You know what? That's a J, isn't it? Readers did me wrong there. I thought that was an I.
Oh, okay. I was good. Well, okay. You've got that. Boy, the numbers are real big on that roster. They're still out of order, but they're a lot bigger.
Yes.
Wait a minute. You're hiding the good roster over here, Coach Rawlings. Ooh, dangerous pass right there. Complete. Going to get it out across midfield to 50-yard line. Aiden Moss going to be the Tiger that brings that down. But, Coach Rawlings, that's a pass in traffic right there. That's a dangerous throw right there for the Parkview Vikings. I'd like them to feel comfortable doing that and throw that pass a couple more times. Little issue there. We're getting the chains moving. Look like maybe they're questioning about something. Quick pass out here to the near side, going to be complete to number 10. He's going to get it back, but pick up maybe a yard on the play. Not much there as the Tigers close quickly on that one.
Looks like Parkview's coming out with an idea. We can throw that ball out wide, try to some matchup that outside without throwing it deep.
Well, and throw it wide and throw it quick because that time it looks like Isaiah Hampton, the receiver on that one. They're able to complete that, but there's not a lot of time as you look at that defense pressure inside. Quarterback doesn't have a lot of time. And off inside, going to go to Hiley that time.
Pick up a couple. It's going to make it 3rd and 7 for the Parkview Vikings as we go past the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter.
Big third down here. Ball sits right at the 40-yard line for the Parkview Vikings. Back in the shotgun set. Rolls out to his right. It looks like it's designed to keep. He's still on his feet.
Oh, he's going to get that first down. See where they get him stepping out over on that opposite side of the field.
Looks like it is just enough.
Boy, Matt, he didn't get as far as I thought he got.
It's not much, but I think it's just enough.
Is there a flag on the play?
If there was, I did not see it.
There's going to be a hold against Parkview. I'm with you. I did not see the flag hit the ground that time.
I did not, but that might explain why he was able to get through there
well,
so
in that
easily.
corner, tears were closing. And when he hit that corner, I'm going to say that's probably about where that happened at. So that'll take Parkview back 3rd and 17. That changes a lot.
Oh, yeah, it does. And it takes the ball all the way back out to midfield. So even if you thought about, let's say you were short a yard right there and you come up 4th and 1, you're
going for
outside the 30-yard line. You're going
for
it. Now you're back out to the 50. You might think about it. Parkview spread wide. We're going to go 3 receivers down here to the bottom. One comes out. We're going to have a heave.
And the receiver gets in behind.
Ball tipped.
Oh, and we're going to get a flag on the tackle, too. Oh, man. Tigers just don't get a finger on that ball or he knocks it away. I'm going to say that ball's going to be spotted, and then it's going to be moved half the distance.
It's going to be half the distance from there, so it's going to put it, most likely, we're going to be inside the 10-yard line here for goal.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Oh. No. They're going to say that's a face mask on Parkview.
Okay, good.
Was the indication.
That was okay, great.
So the pass is still
well,
complete.
Not great. It's the first down.
Yeah,
better than we thought.
Yeah, pass is still complete, but it is going to move it back another 5 yards against Parkview. So that's going to put it back outside the 20 here. And we're going to need that Tiger defense to stiff. We've seen them.
Well, I'd like to see a replay on that. And if it was on and I missed it, I apologize. But man.
Tiger defense has stepped up twice inside the 20 tonight, big, and given up no points. With highly going to be wrapped up immediately.
Here's a
Fowler
replay
Myers.
of that catch. Once again, we're going to see the end of it as it gets just for the fingertips. And as we're finishing off, there it is. He reaches back and gets the face
Johnny
back.
in the face.
Gets Johnny's face mask. And
boy,
there it
I'm not so sure that and of course, we have the benefit of seeing that in slow motion. I'm not so sure that's not the 15 when you see slow motion.
Well, I think that is the benefit. They don't have replay
Oh,
on
right,
that.
right. But
they'll be able to change that as quick
you
as it
see
is.
Johnny's head turn all the way around. We've got another flag down here.
Face mask on the Tigers this
face
time.
Face mask on the Tigers. Now, this will be interesting. Is this the 5 or the 15? It's going to be the 5. So that's going to push them down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to about the 17. So it'll be sent down in 5 here for the Parkview Vikings. Parkview going to spread it out once more. 3 receivers down here, wide out to the bottom, 1 wide out to the top, highly in the shotgun set beside the quarterback. Pass goes up to the top, going to be complete and down to about the 5-yard line.
Big number 17.
Big 17, and that's a big old guy. That's going to be Jameel Johnson.
He comes in at 6'8", Matt. That's what he's listed on the program.
He looks every bit of it out there on that.
Yes, he does.
Brought down Amon Fowler.
So 1st and goal for the Vikings at the 5-yard line.
Off goes to Hiley. Tiger meets him in the backfield. He's able to squirt past the first man, but he gets it back just a little over the line of scrimmage right there. Ausler in a stop for Tigers.
Pick up of a yard, looks like.
Yep, so it's going to be 2nd and goal. Coach, I'm going to say
from the
call
4.
that the 4.
Yeah, I'd say you call that the 4. Is it? Tigers again with the stop up the middle. Going to give up a yard, maybe 2.
Yeah, I think 2 on that one. Going to take it down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be 3rd 2 or goal from the 2. Got to think that boy, in short situations here all night long, we've seen a heavy dose of highly.
Yeah.
Got to wonder if this isn't where you see the quarterback take it himself, something like that.
You called it, and they're going to push. They're going to push the quarterback right in. Play we've been seeing more and more. Oh, and at Parkview Vikings get on the scoreboard here with 6 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. But that's a play that really didn't see a lot until the last couple of years. Where the quarterback takes it, you get a couple big backfield, you just try to push that entire line from behind.
All right, so Parkview looks like they're line to go for 2. We're going to see that spread formation. 3 receivers bunched down here to the bottom, 1 out wide to the top. Quarterback rolls left, looking into the end zone. It's going to be picked off. So definitely not going to be any good for Parkview.
A little surprised they went to the air on that. I'm glad they did. Well, I'm really glad they did. But I was really surprised at the way they had been running the ball that they didn't come right back and try to run that ball in. But it's advantage Tigers.
Dalen Registe on the interception right there on the 2-point conversion is going to keep it a 6-point game.
8 games, 6 points for Parkview.
6 for Parkview, 8 points differential. I'm sorry. But, yeah, the Tigers still on top by 8, but definitely want to see the Tigers jump right back out here on offense, get that ball moving, get down in here and score. We definitely don't want these Parkview Vikings feeling like that any life in the 4th quarter.
Well, Tigers get the ball on offense this time. We watched them. They drove the field 3-4 times that time. They drove the field, had a nice play called back by a hold. I know on that last drive that ate up a lot of time. But when you get that momentum, it's got to get those penalties out of there. And Josh Way back, it appears that rerun over there.
29, Anthony James.
Yes, it is. Rerun over on the other side. And who we got on here side up? Can you see a number on?
I cannot. I've got 80-something. 81.
Leland Wright.
Saw Parkview kick it a little short on that last one. This time they're going to go ahead and drop it deep. It's going to be Josh Way, picks it up, crosses the 20, 25, 30, still on his feet as he goes across the 30 and going to be dropped right out the 33. So Tiger offense, Brian Castro going to set up and take it 1st and 10 right there. 18 yards on the return. Tigers in good field position.
There's Rashad. I tell you, once he takes no time to get that momentum forward there. Rashad's another one of those guys. That's going to be
Was that
Kelsey? I'm assuming.
Yep,
That's
going
gonna
to
be Kelsey.
Jr.
And Tigers going to let that clock run out, bring us to the end of 3rd quarter with the Tigers up 14-6. Matt, you know what that means it's time for?
A TTSN Sports Update?
It's time for a TTSN Sports Update. This TTSN Sports Update is brought to you by the TigerTV Facebook page. TigerTV Facebook for all the news that is news. Right here in Tiger Town, Matt.
That felt better.
Well, hold on.
That felt better.
Hold on. Whew, got that one through. All right. All right. Matt, you know who likes Tiger TV Facebook page? Now, I want you to think for a second.
Okay.
It's not going to be – it's part of a fall sport.
Part of a fall sport.
Part of something else.
And part of something else. Oh.
Newsworthy.
Newsworthy. All right. I think I would have done better if you gave me one descriptor. The second descriptor. If you said fall sport, I'm thinking soccer. I was going to go last year's Ozark Conference Soccer Coach of the Year, Eric Thornburg.
That would have been great. But we're going to go right down here on our own sideline with football. Tiger assistant coach, Mr. Mike Klutz. Mike
there we
Klutz
go.
loves the Tiger TV face page, and we want to say congratulations to Mike Klutz because not only is he helping out the Tiger football program right now, he's going to be taking over the Tiger Varsity girls basketball program this year as we get to wintertime, which will be broadcasting some of the Lady Tiger games. You know what? Before you know it, that's what we're going to be doing.
Before you know it,
that is
Coach Rawlings.
exactly what we're going to be doing before you know it. Tigers think we got motion. We'll see. We'll find out. Well, you talked about Coach Hornberg and the boys soccer team. Let's talk a little bit about them. If you want to come out and see some soccer action, Tuesday night, we got the West Plains Scissors rolling into town up at the soccer field. And on Thursday night, Springfield Central is going to be rolling into town. First boys soccer.
Well, I'm glad West Plains is coming here. That's a long bus
a
ride,
long
Coach
drive.
Ride.
You know what? You're watching Tyrell tonight kick. You come out there Monday or Tuesday night,
Come
watch
out
Tyrell
watching-
kick again.
Direct snap this time. Towel keeps his feet. Breaking
He's
tackle.
still going.
Plows across midfield as he takes 3 Vikings with him. Holy cow. I'm not so sure that there weren't about 8 guys in white out there that got a hand on Towel. Towel just kept rolling.
He did. He got that moment going.
And, Coach, looks like we've got a check in there popping up on my phone from official TSN Sports rules interpreter, Gary Schultz.
I saw that coming in from Gary. Gary's the world traveler.
Been up in Alaska recently, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
Looked like him and Miss Lucy had one heck of a trip. Oh, Coach Rollins, you know what we have here. Some
already?
hydration going on.
We are having our – boy, this is an early Misha hydration break.
It is a hydration nation tonight here.
It must be that did Parkview not call – they're down a timeout. Did they call a timeout right here?
They might, but, hey,
It's a little early
I'd be
'cause we could've-
irate if we didn't hydrate.
So will Corey Ace. And once again, folks, any hydration questions, any water questions, you want to direct those to Waynesville Athletic Director Corey Ace. Thinking maybe Parkview called a timeout, though. Maybe they needed to hydrate before the hydration break.
Well, they might have been getting irate, and they needed to hydrate.
Well, the way Tara read that ball, they were irate.
I'm sure someone on that coaching staff wasn't happy. All right, so the Tigers are set up 1st and 10, 49-yard line. Ball just edged into the Park Viking territory. Back. This time it's going to go to Kelsey Jr. Still on his feet.
Going.
Plows across. Still moving down inside the 30, 25-yard line.
That was a nice run by Michael Kelsey Jr.
Hits in there hard and keeps the feet pumping down. Put it down right about the 23-yard line.
About a 28-yard run.
Woo. As you're going to see a replay right here is look at Michael busting through right there. Takes that Viking with him. That one falls off.
1st and 10 from the 23 for the Tigers.
Oh, a little busted play right there. I think Tao has to go down to a knee right there. Direct snap, fakes the handoff to Kelsey, kind of stumbles forward with it. Tao goes down to a knee right there, so the ball's going to inadvertently be downed right there on the play. So that's going to be a loss on the play for the Tigers. Going to bring up 2nd and about 14 here. It's going to move the ball back out to about the 27-yard line. This time, we're going to keep it, looking for space on the left side. Cross the 20, 15. Actually knocked out of bounds after he gets down to about the 14-yard line.
Tao with that little delay in the backfield off that fake handoff.
They're going to say he is just short. Wow. That's awful darn close, Coach Rawlings.
Yeah, it really was. You see that? You see it right there on the replay.
Wow, that's less than the length of a football here for the first down. Snaps come to Kelsey. He's going to dive forward. He's going to have the first down. So that's going to put it down ball 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. So there will be room here for the Tigers to get a first down inside the 2. But it'll be a 1st and 10 here for the Waynesville Tigers. Snap back. This time it's going to be Kelsey Jr. He's going to take it down, crosses the 10. Looks like he'll make it down about the 9. Going to be stopped there. He'll pick up about 3. Should make it about 2nd and 7. So, Coach, we are 9 minutes and 41 American seconds as we keep rolling.
That's what that ground game does. It just rolls that clock away.
Grinds that time off clock. This time it's going to be Aussie. Looking at the top of the screen, looking for that corner.
Going to be just short. They're going to mark him at the 2-yard line, looks like.
We've got a flag down here, though, back about the 10-yard
We're going to chop
line.
block. Looks like a chop block back here in the back.
Tal was headed for that far pylon, just trying to reach it out and get it across there, but I think you're right. So you look at Tal makes that reach right there to try and get the ball over the corner of the pylon. I think the mark on the field was right. Tal didn't quite get there, but he was getting it.
And it's tough because your official's trailing it a little bit.
Yeah. But the penalty is going to move him back 10, so that's going to push it all the way back out to the 19-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and 22. I'm sorry, all the way back out to the 24-yard line, so it is now 2nd and 22.
Yeah,
so still make that first down all the way down at the 2-yard line, but big penalty right there. Snap to Kelsey Jr. on his feet. Still plowing. 10-5. Touchdown, Waynesville Tigers. Michael Kelsey Jr. takes that one 24 yards to the house.
Just needed to move it back on that field up a little.
Spread this out just a little bit. Get Michael a little more room in there, and boom, 24 yards in we go.
Tigers extend the lead to 20-6. The extra point coming up. Finn's going to come out and attempt another extra point.
You're going to see that one right there. Breaking tackles. Michael Kelsey Jr. in across the end zone. Woo! Extra point up and good for Tyrell Finn.
I see him smiling here. That has to feel good after get that first one.
Oh, absolutely. Get that on. First varsity points in football for Tyrell Finn. So stops the clock at 9:13. Waynesville on top here, 21-6. Like the drive right there. Take some time off, and even with the penalty backing us up, Michael gets that handoff, just keeps those wheels turning all the way down inside the end zone, put the Tigers back up on top by 2 scores. Coach, you talked about fall sports. How about another fall head coach checking in with tonight right here? Coach Mabach checking in with us.
Coach Mabach, well, let's just jump down here. We've got next week, Tuesday going to travel to Hartville. Thursday going to travel to Camden. Friday night right here at the Tiger softball field. Lakeway rolls over for a softball game. She does have a full week. Good thing she got a 3-day weekend.
No kidding. Well, I believe they were on the road this weekend tournament. They had a couple of games this week, I think, and then, as you said,
oh man,
some grass still in front. Tigers run him down, but not before the Parkview Vikings get it all the way across the midfield right there. That's going to be number 3. Anthony James, man, that eventually brings down number 3, Eric McGinnis.
The Parkview Vikings start out with good field position. Halftime score from Lebanon. Lebanon over Hill, 49-0 at halftime.
Woo! Well, we talked about the game, these Parkview Vikings facing Lebanon last week. 56-0 for the game. 49. Oh!
That ball's on the ground. It looked like it was over on that opposite side. The Tiger come up with a fumble recovery.
So fortunate little bounce there for the Waynesville Tigers. They're going to take back over on offense at their own 42-yard line.
Up 15 points. I got a feeling we're going to see that ball run quite a bit right here. Matt.
Absolutely. Keep that clock turning. Castro, a little reverse on the play right here. Hands it off. Going to lose a couple yards on the play.
Brandon
Howard, yeah, a little misdirection. I like the play right there, but the defense jumped in, stayed in, contained the side. And Brandon had pressure coming.
Third quarter score from the Tigers. Next week, Camden and Kipu up on the Camden Leaders 28-21 in the third quarter.
Direct snap back to Tao Aussie. Tao looking for space as he gets it across the 40-yard line. He's going to be wrapped up and pushed out of bounds. Good to get it out. They're going to mark him right at the 40, so it's going to be 3rd and about 3.
3rd and 12. Kyle Barkley not too happy on the sideline. I think he thought there should have been a penalty in there on that tackle.
Well, we've seen that slow to blow the whistle a few times tonight. Michael Kelsey Jr. on the carry as he plows across.
He's going to be close. It's going to be, boy, I tell you, it's going to be.
Woo!
Yeah, woo.
I'm not so sure we're not going to have to measure that one. Nope, we're going to wave it on. Down Tigers.
Woo, I'm surprised we didn't measure that one. I really am. I thought we even had a pretty good angle. I thought we was going to get to see that chain gang come out on the field.
Well, I know looking across there, Coach Black ready to come on at any moment. Run the chain out there.
Alan Hilliard there joining Coach Black.
Tao Aussie on his feet looking for space on the corner.
Nice run by Tao. He's going to pick up
about 23 that carry.
And as we mentioned, Coach Black over there on the chain gang, look who checks in. His mom checks in with us here.
It was meant to be.
We just about had a close-up of Coach John Black out there on field 4. Say the referee's pointed a little bit.
Oh, yeah. So you see the little replay there on the finish of that one as Tao's taking it down.
1st and 10, ball on the 27, and that clock continues to run here in the fourth quarter. Kelsey Jr. is going to pick up about 4, maybe probably 4 yards there.
All right, so 23-yard line. Snap back. This one's going to be Kelsey on his feet down inside the 15. Going to be plenty enough for the first down. They're going to mark him down, looks like right about the 12. So it's going to set the Tigers up 1st and 10. Ball's right about the 12-yard line. So there is room down inside the 2 here for first down. Aussie and Kelsey. Brandon Howard comes in motion. This time it's going to be Tao. Tao looking for space as he's across the 10, down inside. Looks like he's going to brought down right about the 7, maybe 8-yard line there, Coach Rawlings. Depends on the spot.
Nice 5-6-yard run by the Tigers.
And obviously we're making adjustments as we move on through the season this year, Coach Rawlings. Is this Misha
I
hydration?
think this is the Misha hydration break, I do believe.
Oh, yep. Look at Coach Ace down there jumping up and down.
Well, he is excited. These have become his favorite moments of football. When we get boys hydrated.
But we talked about the unfortunate injury to Bishop and kind of having to make some changes to the offense and draw some new things up. This kind of a two-headed monster in the backfield here with Tal and Michael, and not knowing which one could get a direct snap at any moment, which one could be coming at any moment.
And throw Rashad in the middle of this.
Oh.
Rashad Joshua is a whole other piece that those conference coaches have to plan for.
You've got three, and we've seen Brandon Howard as fast as any of them, and probably in the open maybe the fastest of the four. You've got four guys back there in different running styles that the Tigers obviously wouldn't want this situation, wouldn't want to have to deal with any of this. But what a benefit to have this kind of talent in the backfield to be able to draw a new system up. And credit Coach Barkley for doing that, having those guys, but being able to jump in and say, hey, this isn't the way we wanted it, but we're going to have to make adjustments. And it looks like it's worked out very well tonight here for the Tigers. Kelsey Nossi in the backfield.
Oh, bad snap.
Bad snap.
Tap back, it's still on the
trying to
ground.
get on it.
I believe Tigers end up falling on it, but they are going to lose.
Looks
See where
like
they mark
seven, maybe more than that.
That's where they actually mark the ball at. They're going to mark at the 17?
Maybe this is like that last drive where we just needed a little more space.
That could be. That very well could be. That seems like some higher level thinking.
Kelsey going to carry this time. He's going to get it back down to about the 10-yard line.
That's Tapple thinking, isn't it?
I believe it is that Tapple strategy. All right, they're going to mark him short of the 10. I thought I got a little closer in than that, but they're going to mark him right about the 12-yard line. It's going to be 4th and 10. 4:25 left of the game, but got to think the Tigers probably going right here. And referee's coming in. Waynesville's going to take a timeout.
Yeah. You saw that little jump, and I thought.
I wondered if this might not be a situation right here, as it looks like Tyrell Finn's coming in. I wondered if this might not be a field goal situation.
It may be. Well, with Tyrell, and here you go, Matt. You're up 15. You're 4 minutes left in the ball game. The next time you need Tyrell to do this, it may be tight. It may be longer, and he put Tyrell in a situation he's never been in. Yes,
give him the chance right here where it's low risk.
High reward.
High reward, and it, like you said, if nothing else, maybe gives him that confidence into that higher leverage situation next time. I kind of thought of that when they came out 4th down, but of course, you're in this close, maybe you just go for it. But we haven't really had this kind of a kicker the last year or two, so I think we're going to line up and see what we got here. And if we can get this spot down, I've got every bit of confidence in the left Tyrell Finn. If we can get this snap back and this down, who's going to be our holder out there? Can you tell, Coach Rollins?
Is it 14? Is it Castro?
I believe it is. Brian Castro, which would make sense for your quarterback to be your holder. So this would be a 29-yard field goal here.
I think this is happened, but Tyrell with that ball and run
just
with
take
it.
Off.
He's faster than he's faster than anybody out there either.
Snaps down, holds up, the kick's blocked. That isn't on the leg of Tyrell right there.
No.
There was a Parkview Viking that got through that line awful quick right there. And credit on the snap, and the hold looked like the hold down. Tyrell's coming in, but I'm not sure Tyrell even got the foot into that one.
Well, that ball had no chance to. He was kicking it right into the chest of the Parkview Vikings.
No good. Pass complete out here the outside as the ball turns over on downs, and that's going to be complete. Out of bounds, looks like right about the 33-yard line. So moving forward, it's going to stop the clock on the first down.
Couldn't tell if he got a bounce or not. Nope, did not.
Quick pass, big receiver right there as it comes across the 50. That's going to be complete and ball down to about the 47-yard line.
Jameel Johnson.
That's big, number 17, Jameel Johnson. Woo! Coach, what did you say on the roster? Did you say it was 8?
6'8" on roster. He looks all of 6'8" out there on the
Yes, he
field.
does. As he's lined up down here, very bottom of the screen. This time it's going to be a quarterback
That ball
keeper.
loose. Looked like that ball got knocked out. Maybe not. So it's going to be a first down, I believe, for Parkview here. Stop the clock.
11-yard carry, first down, Parkview.
Pressure comes up the middle. Gonna have to get to that one a little quick. Franklin Myers was coming in a hurry. All right, so second in, 3 minutes to play. Quick pass to the outside.
It's going to be intercepted.
That's going to be Johnny Hedrick, I believe, on the interception. Across the 20, 25, out of bounds at the 30, but turnover to the Waynesville Tigers.
2:49 left in the game. There you're going to see Hedrick on the interception. Does a nice job of letting his blockers get around in front. And man, I'm not going to lie. I'm real glad that Johnny decided to just step out of bounds there.
I kind of thought the same thing.
Kelsey Jr. up the middle. Pickup of, looks like about 3. Parkview with both teams with 2 timeouts. I don't believe Tiger probably be using one.
Yeah, I don't see that, but stranger things have happened. But
well, that's just for those of you scoring at home.
I got to think the Tigers could be real content to just let this clock keep on running.
While we're doing that clock keeping on running, want to mention Waynesville Lady Tiger volleyball team was home last night to take on Marshfield. They're going to be back in action Tuesday night at home. Come on down to the high school. They're going to be taking Sullivan, freshman, varsity, and JV. So they will be having 3 games that night. Boys swimming Tuesday is going to be at Kickapoo on looks like on next Wednesday. It looks like the girls golf team's going to be traveling up to Helias for a golf match. Making sure we don't miss anybody here. Girls tennis home tournament today. Hope you all got out to see a little bit of action there. On Thursday, they are going to be heading over to Camdenton. It looks like, if I'm reading this right, it's going to be Camdenton, West Mains, and the Lady Tigers all over Camdenton. And we're going to be back on Tiger TV, again, once Tiger get back home, you see our Tiger TV sports schedule for the fall right there on the screen. We got Kickapoo coming to town on the 15th for football, Lebanon on the 22nd for football.
First volleyball broadcast up there the 26th, I believe.
Coming on February. On Friday,
Woo.
Has a little jump in
Fast
there.
forward.
October the 6th. Tigers
Direct
just
snap back to
up
Kelsey.
the middle. Mr. Wallace, if you'll pop up there again, we'll finish it. And we're going to go volleyball on the 10th of October against Rolla, and we're going to wrap things up. You know what? We may not wrap things up on the 20th. We got West Plains on the 20th, but we'll be right back on the air if we have a dig game here at home. And that would be the next weekend or the next weekend as that goes. And we'll know more of that as we go. Tigers looking to even their record at 1-1 tonight before they head over to take on their arch rivals, Camden Lakers.
Yeah, the Tigers up to Class 6 this year.
Ozark Conference teams, the Tigers and the Kickapoo Chiefs. That information just came out last week. We knew Waynesville was going to be right on the edge of being a very, very large Class 5 school or being or just making it into Class 6. Tigers just make it into Class 6 in football and been Class 6 in basketball.
Yeah, Class 6, I believe we are District 5. It's going to be us, Nixa, Ozark, Kickapoo, and is it Joplin?
No, it wasn't Joplin, was it?
Joplin or Carthage? It was one of them down that way. I think it might be Joplin.
It might be Joplin, that you say that.
You figure one of them probably going to get the bye. Your top team's going to get the bye, and then you're going to have 2 games underneath. Would be how that worked, maybe? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen exactly. I don't know if it's 4 and 5. It can't be 4 and 5. Your team's the only one that's going to buy, I would say. It'll be a little different look for the Tigers when we get to district play, just because of that jump up to Class 6. And it's going to be. Is it going to be a first down? Be a little short.
It looks like the FAR judge is marking him just shy.
So that'll keep the clock running. Once again, Matt, tonight, Tigers come out. I thought the Tigers looked very, very good on both sides of the ball tonight before a big game. Camden with a big game tonight with Kickapoo. It will be a fun night over in Camden next Friday night. Hope many of you all keep that drive over and support Tigers.
Oh, ball loose on the snap. Kelsey does the smart thing right there, just jump on it and cover the ball up.
And right now we are
under 30
yeah,
seconds.
so that's going to be the ball game. Tigers not going to have to snap the ball again. They're going to win the opener this year, 2023 home opener here from Tiger Stadium. The Tigers walk out of here with a 21-6 victory over the Parkview Vikings. I'll say congratulations to Kyle Barkley and staff getting that home opening win tonight. And again, we're going to be back on the air with Tiger football again on the 15th. The Kickapoo Chiefs roll to town. We'll thank everybody out there for joining us tonight here on TTS Sports Network. From Johnson, this is Mike Rawlings, and we will hope everybody has a great weekend, and we will see you all in 2 weeks right here from Tiger Stadium.